Hi everyone, I'm going to do a quick video on what I found at yard sales and my thrift store in the last couple days. I think I did some really fun things. First, I'm going to start with some of the books. And sometimes you can find books, and at first they don't look like they, are that interesting, but then you start opening them and then you realize, boy, it has some really good stuff in it, some really good graphics, images, and I really like this one. And it has very interesting pictures in it. It's called The 100. And I really like some of this stuff in here. Look at this. I think these will be fun for some kind of book or for cards or something. But it's got some really fun stuff in it. And so I think it was really worth $1 for the unusual graphics in them. I really like that. It's called The 100. This one's just a child's treasury of poems. And I like it not necessarily for all of the pictures, because there's not really that many pictures in here, but it has these fantastic poetry in it, and I'll be using pulling some of this out, so that was worth it. It has a few good pictures in it, like this can be used in a forest book. And I always pick up these because see that I only paid $1 for these. Sometimes I'll pay $2, but $1 because I love Dick and Jane, and I'm eventually going to, and I have, this is the third one I found, and I will eventually make several of these the same way. Journals, because older people relate to Dick and Jane, and so do a lot of people. I found this for 50 cents. I don't know. It just had some fun little things that maybe I can do with it. I'm not even sure, but I liked the calendar holder, and I always use things like that. Now, this one was a good book, and I'm going to show you. I have a second book here that's artists and famous pictures and stuff, and so I'll show you what I'm doing with that. But I'm going to be doing kind of the same thing with these. A lot of it'll just be either cut out, or I will be folding it into some envelopes, and I will be doing a video just on it. So it was okay. It has a few nice things. It's called Romance of Flowers. I thought that was pretty good. This one I paid $5, but I think it's going to be worth it. I really, really like this. If you open it up, it has a lot of this is a very large book, and it has a lot of beautiful pictures in here. And what I'm doing with that, I'll show you in a minute. I'll just show you some of the artwork in here. And some of it is so big that it folds out 2 spreads in here. I'll show you if I can find one. But it's beautiful. I think, let's see if I can find one. Some where it folds out and it's just very, very large. But it's like 500 pages, and the pictures in this are very beautiful. I've started making some envelopes, and I'll show you kind of what I'm doing with those. And I'm going to do, after I embellish these, I'm going to do a video on this. What I've done is I've taken these. What's nice about this is the beautiful paper that it comes on. And so I'm making some different sizes of envelopes, and then I will add some buttons and other cloth and different things with it. But it's just very beautiful. When I get these all put together, I'll do a video just on it. I really like this one. And if you'll notice, I wish I could show you the quality of paper this is. It's perfect for these envelopes. And I will be sewing these. I will be adding things on it, lace, different kinds of fabric, and things that kind of match the colors. And they're just going to be beautiful envelopes. And anyway, watch for that, because I'll be doing that soon. I've got to do some organization in my house, and then, because you have to do that every so often, don't you? And then I will start on this project. I've got several other projects. Another thing I got is this here. I'm doing some books on the sea too, and this only was a dollar or two, I can't remember, and I like it because it looks like netting, and so this will be really great. Let me pull this over here a little better, for things that have to do with the sea, the ocean, so forth. And then I found all of these patterns. I only paid a quarter a piece, which I like because if you'll check my videos, I did a book on doing envelopes just with the this portion of the pattern pieces themselves, right there. And I show how I make really pretty envelopes with just those. So paying a quarter a piece was a good deal. I might go through them and say, could maybe even use some of this, but probably not. Anyway, I didn't pay much for that. And I found this for, I think it was not very much, and it's just a little songbook. But what I liked about it was the cover. And I'm thinking that I can use that. I will take the middle pieces out and use them, and the music's kind of more miniature. It's a little smaller, and so this will be fun. I think I paid a quarter for this. Then I found these today for $1 a piece. Now these are graphic pens. This lady was a graphic artist, and so I think this was a good deal because these work beautifully, and they've never been opened. So I paid $1 a piece for those. These, I think I paid 11 of them. They're just luggage tags for, I think I probably paid 8 cents a piece for them or something like that. And so when I've got a lot more than what you see here. I'm just showing you a few. And just one with a flower for the botanical books. But those are going to be really nice. I kind of throw this plastic part away, and then it'll work really good. Then I found 85 of these for a quarter a piece. Now these are tiny little brads, and that was a deal. For each package I paid a quarter. So I bought 85 of them. Because of the fact I do articulated paper art dolls, and I will be making some more with some of these envelopes, I thought this was a great find. Now, some of the cloth things that I found, I'm thinking these are pretty yummy. This is, if you look close, it has some beautiful little squares. Now this might be somebody's, oh no, it has things, done by hand and then put all together, but it's beautiful. It's just a little baby quilt, and it's all in yellow, and I was thinking I wanted to do it by botanical book that has a lot of yellow, but the work on it's just beautiful. It's all hand done. See that? I think I paid a couple dollars for this, and I think, oh wow, that was a find. So I was happy to get that. I don't know if I showed this before, but I got these curtains, and what I liked about them was the little flowers on it. And I'm thinking I can cut these apart and use them in the botanical books as well. I really like that. I think I may have showed you this, but I can't remember. And I found this little dress. It's a little girl's dress for 50 cents. And it has this beautiful lace on it, the whole thing. So I think, 50 cents. It also has a section on the top here. I don't know what I can do with it, but it was for 50 cents. I thought that was great. Here's another one of those envelopes that I didn't show you. And I'm not sure if I showed you these before, but this could be a second one that I got too. But these are quite pretty. And I don't think I hardly paid very much for that, probably a quarter. Pretty good buy. For this, I think I paid $1, not sure, but I like all the lace on it, and I think they will be really pretty on some of these envelopes, if you can see. I really like that. So that was worth it. It has a nice little section in the front of things I can use, but the lace I can use too. So, you know, for $1, it wasn't bad. But some of this I paid even less. I paid $1 for this great big, beautiful, just kind of hippie skirt, and I only paid $1 for this. No? Yeah, yeah. I'm not really sure how much I paid. Oh, actually, I paid $4 for this, but I think that I got it because it has all this work in it. So, yeah, I did pay a little more for that one, but it was very large, and I thought that was worth it. Maybe I paid a little too much for that. I paid 50 cents for this, and it's basically lace. So that was a pretty good deal for 50 cents. This was also 50 cents, and I can't believe it. This is beautiful fabric on here, if you can see it. This, I'm not sure, but wow, it's really fun fabric on there. And for 50 cents, I was happy to get that. That's the kind of deals I look for. I can't remember how much I paid for this one, and I may have showed you this one, but look how beautiful the work on this is. And I think I only paid $1 for that. And I got these, and I really like the work on these. I got these and sometimes I'll get the same thing twice, which I'm happy to have. So I may have showed you something similar to this, or just another one just like it. But if I see it twice, I'm certainly going to pick it up. I found these 3 pieces for $2. And I'm going, wow, $2 for this. This has a, thing about Wednesday child is full of woe. And it's hand embroidered. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it makes this about, what, 75 cents for the whole thing. And I love this. So I'll be able to use those. And this one, it's a big tablecloth, hand embroidered. This is all handwork. It's gorgeous along the edge, and I look at even this edge and how pretty it would be. Maybe not with this particular one, but others that have similar colors in it. But all of these pieces can be used in my botanical books. And even this one, this turned out to be like 75 cents for this great big thing. I mean, it's a big cloth. And look how many handmade flowers are in here. You can see, you turn it over. And I think her mother did this, and I'm going, am I being disrespectful to cut apart her mother's things? But 75 cents for this ginormous piece of a little tablecloth or something. But even the deer, I could probably put this somehow in a forest one, and so I always save these. And this is why I need to do some organization, is because I've got to get my husband's camping stuff in the other room, and then I can, do it better. I found this old blanket. It looks like it's from, oh, you can see it's even kind of worn, and which I really like, from probably the 70s or something. And I like these because I like to cut these apart because they're so vintage looking, and use my little golden books and make little journals with them, and same time period. But I think I paid $1 for this, and that was a good deal. I don't think people realize it. I paid $2 for this, but some of the work in it was worth $2 because it has some beautiful work in it. The colors are nice. Everything on this I can use. I'll use every section of this. So then I found this beautiful sheet. And this is a gorgeous sheet. Beautiful. And I'll show you what I'm doing with it. What I do with these is I'm going to take my camera off here and show you the next thing I got. So here I'm going to go over here on the floor. Now this is a little table and chair set and a bed and another bed, and for all of this I paid about $12 for all of this. So, and I think that's a good deal, because what I do right here with these and these is I take and I have a let me put this back up here. I have a great big huge roll of ticking, and I make the mattress and pillows, and I make a whole new thing for it. And then I use actual sheet fabric to make the little sheets and the pillowcases, and I make it just like it's a real little bed. The beds like that alone kind of cost a lot, but I really do a very good job, and then I sell them. And so I found these in particular. What I look for is ones that can be taken apart. See if you can see it fell. But if it can be taken apart, then I like it for that reason. And then I completely redo them. And then I sell them. And it, sorry about the jolting of the camera there. And I think that's all I wanted to show you, but I found a lot of fun things, and the furniture is going to be great. I have the little table and chair set. I have one little granddaughter that loves to play tea set with her animals. She doesn't like to do it with her baby, but she does with her animals. So I'm going to get a little animal tea set to go with that for her birthday, which is coming up. So I think she'll enjoy that. So I do look for things for my grandchildren that I redo, and I'm always busy. My husband says, "You never stop." I go, "You're right, I never do. Except for when I'm asleep, and then I get up in the middle of the night and do stuff." But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I found a lot of fun stuff for some really dang good prices. And I will be doing a video on these envelopes soon. This is just the beginning stage. I'm going to show you what I do to embellish it. But this paper, I just can't get over how yummy this paper is. It's not super shiny, but it's just feels the perfect thickness, and they're just made out of pieces, masterpieces, and when you look at it, you can see why. But anyway, give me a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you didn't waste your time. I hope you can see some of the things and how I use them, and you guys take care. Leave me a thumbs up. Write me a message. I always like your comments, and I try to write back. They're always appreciated. So thank you very much, and you guys have a nice day. Bye-bye.